everyone. Hello everyone, welcome to Elevate's YouTube. Let's get started with a wonderful bar workout. Separate your feet to hip width apart in parallel. Soften the bend in your knees and place your hands on your waist. Roll your shoulders back and down. Start to lift your knees up to hip height. Just lift, lift. Point your toes on the way down. Pull in your abs. Bring your arms up overhead and pull down, 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 down. Keep going. I have some lovely models to help you out today. Get that bar burn. Option to add a twist. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Just twist, twist, twist. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Come down to the floor for a set of 100. We're gonna lay down on our back. Bring your hands behind your thighs and point your toes up to the ceiling. Then inhale and exhale. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Lower those legs closer to the floor and just start to pump your arms. Pump, 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 pump. See if you can bring your toes any closer to the floor, lifting your upper body a little bit more. Exhaling to the beat of the music. Exhale. 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 Keep those pumps nice and strong. Little chain pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, and curl. Curl. Pump 1, 2, 3, 4. Just curl. Curl. Pump 1, 2, 3, 4. Curl. Curl. Keep going. Nice low legs, Jessica. Stay with them. Refocus, Rachel. Lose the pump. Just curl. 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 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Hug your knees into your chest. You rock back and forth from side to side. This time, bring your legs back to a 90-degree angle. Stacking your knees over your hips. Reach your hands for your heels. Inhale as you exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. Start to reach your hands for alternating heels. Reach right, left, right, left, right, left. If you have any neck sensitivity, you can bring one or both hands behind your head. Nice option, Rachel. Reach a little bit deeper every time, engaging those obliques. Keep breathing. Exhale. Exhale. Beautiful reaches, Jen. I think you're reaching past your toes each time. Hold this next one on the right. Little reaches, reach. Reach. Reach 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Reach. 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 Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Hug your knees back into your chest. Rock back and forth from side to side. Then flip on over onto your stomach for a forearm plank. Place your elbows underneath your shoulders. Turn your palms to face one another or clasp your hands. Separate your feet hip width apart in parallel. Straighten your legs. Grip your glutes. Come on up. Just hold. I want you to hold that beautiful plank position. Pressing your elbows underneath the floor or into the floor underneath you. Separate your shoulder blades. Straighten your legs. Grip those glutes. Tuck your hips under and lift your feet 2 inches in front of your fingertips, creating that straight line from the crown of your head to your heel. Option to stay here. Option to start bending, alternating knees. Bend right, left, right, left. Just tiny, tiny bends in the back of those knees. Never letting your knees touch the floor. Woo! Look at these bar beauties killing this plank game. I want you to do the same thing at home. Breathing through that burn. You're feeling in your core, pulling your belly button into your spine. You can do this. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, stand up straight, both legs. Just tuck your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Sit back into a child's pose. Separate your knees nice and wide. Reach out on the floor in front of you. You can flip your palms up to the ceiling if that feels good for you. And then stay on the floor and find one light weight for your triceps. You're going to place that light weight in your left hand. Come to a tabletop position. Place both hands underneath your shoulders. Turn your right finger slightly inward. Soften the bend in your right elbow. Make sure your knees are stacked underneath your hips. And then release your left arm back behind you. Drop your left shoulder to the floor. Try to lift your left arm above your left hip. Little lift. 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 You're going to straighten that left arm as much as you can. Engaging your tricep right away. Keep lifting. I want you to only use that tricep muscle to lift that weight as high as you can, keeping your shoulders squared to the floor. If you're feeling this uncomfortably in your right wrist, shift your weight back so it's in your knees, in your shins. Nice adjustment, Rachel. Hold it at the top, then stretch your arm, then stretch, then stretch. Tiny bend, big long stretch like you're punching the wall behind you. Imagine that wall has 20/20 on it. You're punching through that wall, leaving all of those negative things in the past. Can you lift that arm 1 inch higher? Nice adjustment, Jen. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. Bring your weight to your shoulder. In, out, in, out. Awesome, Jessica. In, out. Last 5. 1. A little higher. 2. A little tighter. 3. 4. And release. Woo, shake it out. We're going to rotate over to the other side so you can see our opposite arm. Come back to that tabletop position. Place your weight in your right hand. Soften the bend in your left elbow. Then lift your right arm up so you feel that catch. Re-drop your right shoulder back to the floor. Shift your weight back. Little lifts from here. Just lift, 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 lift. Move at your top 1 inch range each time. Feeling that burn in your tricep, the largest muscle in your arm. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure they're both square to the floor. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up to your highest point. Then stretch, then stretch, then stretch, then stretch, then stretch, then stretch. This time I want you to pretend all those negative thoughts of 2021 are behind you. You're punching through them. Only positive thoughts allowed. Bring that arm up 1 inch higher. Coming a little bit above those waists. Beautiful, Jessica. 5 more. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, hold it here. Bring your weight to your shoulder. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Only move from your elbow down, straightening your arm each time. This is where you finish. Last and final 5. 1, 2, a little higher. 3, 4. And release. Woo, drop that weight. Sit back on your feet with your seat. Bring your right arm up overhead. Take hold with your left hand to your right elbow. At a side bend, lift your knees. Then come through center and switch. At a side bend, lift your gaze. Then find both light weights. Pick them up in your hands and slowly come up to a standing position. Separate your feet hip width apart and parallel. Softly bend in both knees. Tap your hips under. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your chest. Bring your weights to the outsides of your thighs. Lift them up to a T. Up, down, up, down. I want you to feel it right away in the tops of your shoulders, making sure your arms stay nice and straight. Keep going. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. check in with your knees. Make sure there's a nice soft bend. Tuck those hips under. Hold this next one up. Little lift. Just lift. 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 You're going to start to feel that burn a little bit quicker. But I want you to hold tight. Try not to let those weights drop past your waist. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up. Circle forward. Circle. 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 Sorry, there's a lot of pressure on you 3 with the camera just pointing right at you. You can do this. So which direction? Circle back, 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 back. This is where those 2-pound weights start to feel like 50 pounds. 5 more, then reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower down, reset. Roll the shoulders back and down to finish. Bring it up, down, up, down, up, down. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. You are done. You're going to stay hip width apart in parallel for those lat pulls. Bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Fan your arms out wide to the side. Make sure your palms are facing the camera. Roll your shoulders back and down. Try to squeeze your elbows behind your back. As you squeeze your elbows, start to lift alternating knees. Lift right, left, right, left. We're going to get that heart rate back up for a little cardio burst. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep going. Try to make your elbows disappear behind your back as you squeeze them behind you, keeping that chest lifted the entire time. Keep lifting your knees. Hold your elbows behind your back. Push them back. Push, 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 push. Now you're trying to press your elbows and your wrists to the back wall. Push, push, push. Hopefully now your breath is starting to get a little heavier. You're starting to breathe out of your mouth. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now keep lifting those knees. Hold those elbows back. Squeeze them in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold those knees up. Bring your elbows up and down. That made those sides up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. All right, switch out your weights for heavier weights for some bicep work. Trust us, the camera weight or adds about 5 pounds, so we're going to stick with these. Squeeze your heels together, separate your toes into a wide V. Stop to the bend of both knees, tuck your hips under, bring your weights out in front of you, flip your palms up to the ceiling. Full range curls. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep going. Up, down. All right, if it's an option for you, bring your elbows closer or farther away from your ribcage, closer to that camera. Fire up those biceps. Up, down. Three more. 1, 2. Hold this next one halfway, little lift. Just lift, 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 lift. Option to keep a light grip on your weights or squeeze them as tightly as you can. Keep lifting. Lift, lift, lift. If you start to squeeze those weights, you might feel them a little bit tighter in your shoulders as well as your biceps. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. Punch it forward. Punch. Sing a little bit lower in your thighs. Tuck to finish. Tuck punch. Tuck punch. Tuck punch. Tuck punch. Tuck punch. Ooh, punch a little bit harder. You can do it. Final 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Shake it out. All right, find your stable surface or over, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Keep those elbows out nice and wide. Move as one straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Speed it up. Lower it down. Down. If you're on the floor and you're coming to your knees, make sure you point your toes up to the ceiling. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold this next one at your halfway point. Pulse down. Pulse. 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 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come to your lowest point. Push it up. Push up. 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 Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And release. Hold on to the bars in your seat to the center of the room or away from the bar. And then slowly roll up. Turn to face me. You don't know where I am. Then place one hand on your steady surface, the other hand on your waist. Squeeze your heels together and separate your toes into a wide V. Straighten your legs for your glutes. Roll the shoulders back down. Start to lift and lower your heels. Lift up, down, lift up, down, lift, lift. Make sure your heels are coming up as high as they can, then all the way back down to the forehead. Carpet or hardwood or mat, whatever's underneath you at home. Maybe you're even outside enjoying the beautiful sunshine. Speed this up. Lift, lift, lift. All right, if you're feeling nice and balanced, take your other hand, place it on your waist. Keep lifting. Lift, lift. All right, yes, all these bar beams are feeling balanced. Try to join them at home. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the very top. Bring one of the arms up overhead. Just hold. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Turn and face the bar. Place both hands on the bar. Step back with your right foot. Bend your left knee. Dig your right heel into the carpet. Lift your chest. Then come to your center and switch. Step back with your left foot. Bend your right knee. Dig your heel into the carpet. Lift your chest. And release. All right, who's ready for some thigh? Maybe. We have good news. Everyone come down to the floor for some inner thigh. You're going to lay down just like these 3 lovely ladies are doing. Come up to your forearm, your left forearm, and then lay down. Place your top leg behind you and your bottom leg nice and straight. Go ahead and flex your bottom foot, and then you can open your hips up to the ceiling just slightly. With your top arm, you can place it on your hip or down to the floor, whatever feels better to you. Then lift your bottom leg up until you feel it catching your inner thigh. That's your starting point. Lift from here. Up, down, lift, 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 lift. Remember, your leg is not coming fully down to the floor. It's always staying engaged in that inner thigh. And then your foot is nice and flexed, trying to engage that inner thigh even more. Because you're on that forearm, I want you to lift up out of that shoulder, engage that oblique as well. Hold this next one up at your highest point. Lift from there. Lift, 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 lift. I have some good news, YouTubers. We're only doing 2 thighs today. But if you caught on, that means this one's going to be a little bit longer than usual. Can you squeeze your inner thigh even more to lift it up 1 inch higher? 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it nice and straight all the way down to the floor. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That down to the floor is a great, great reset. Look where you're squeezing it as hard as you can to come to your highest point. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it all the way to the top. This is it. Last and final. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Woo! Shake it off. Then flip on over to the opposite side. Come down onto your forearm. Lift up out of your shoulders. Straighten your bottom leg. Bring your top foot behind you. Plant it into the floor. Flex your bottom foot. You can lift or open your hips slightly open to the ceiling. Then squeeze your thighs and lift it up to your starting point. Yes! Lift from here. Up, down, up, down. Remember on this first move, your leg is never coming back down to that floor. Right away, check in with your shoulder. Make sure you're lifting up out of that shoulder, engaging your abs. Give this inner thigh the same love you did your other one. On this next one, hold it up your highest point. Little lift from here. Just lift, 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 lift. You can close your eyes, going to your happy place. Maybe you're just laying on the beach somewhere, on tropical paradise. You just happen to be carving out your inner thigh on that tropical paradise. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it here. Then stretch, then stretch, 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 stretch. Trying to push all of that energy out through your heel as hard as you can. Taking all the stretch from the back of your knee each and every time. Ask yourself, can you push your leg up 1 inch higher? Yes, you can. Beautiful, Jen. Push, push. I know you're starting to feel it, but I want you to push past it. Mind over matter. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. All the way down, all the way up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You know this is the second to last move. You can do it. Down, up, 3 more. 1, 2. Hold this next one all the way up. Just hold. Last and final. 5, 1. A little higher. 2, 3, 4. And release. Woo. Slowly come up to a standing position. And then turn and face the bar. Place the ball in between your thighs. If you don't have a ball at home, you can find a pillow or just do this without it. Separate your feet hip width apart in parallel. And then stand so your hips are about 1 inch away from your bar or steady surface. Separate your feet to hip width apart in parallel. I already said that. Come up as high as you can onto your toes. Then sink down 1/3 of the way. Relax your tailbone. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stay right here for right now. Pulse down. Pulse. 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 This is your first and only high heel of this YouTube. So make it count. Bring them up as high as you can and come down to your lowest point with every pulse. Pulse down, down, down. Nice shaking, Jessica. YouTube, Rachel, stay with it. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it here. Just squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Jen, Jessica, and Rachel are all shaking. I hope you are shaking with them at home. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, steady surface, and if it's steady enough, I want you to lean back, tuck your hips up to your steady surface. You're going for a ride underwater ski. Start to pulse it down, pulse down, 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 down. Like you're creating that beautiful diagonal straight into the surface behind you. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding your lowest point. Just tuck to finish. Tuck, 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 tuck. Can you come down 1 inch lower? Yes, you can. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you're done. Remove the ball. Place it on the bar or away from you. Just don't throw it at me. Then reach back with your right hand for your right foot. Soften the bend in your standing knee. Option to come forward into dancer's pose, lifting your heel off your seat. Beautiful option. Come through center and switch. Reach out with your left hand for your left foot. Soften the bend in your standing knee. Option to come back into that dancer's pose. Nice, picture perfect. And release. Place your right leg up on the bar, steady surface. Turn your standing toes to face the wall, running square. Hips, reach both hands up overhead. Big inhale, exhale, fall forward. Option to come up onto your toes, letting your head hang heavy down toward your knee. Lower down, turn your body quarter of a turn, slide your bar leg out of the front knee, square hips. Raise your center of the room, arm up overhead, rotate your palms to the ceiling. Then pull forward from your waist, reaching for your foot or the bar with both hands. Staying low, pivot, hop, or elevate back to your starting position. Both feet face the wall in front of you. Flex the foot that's on the bar, soften your standing knee, gently pull back on your right hip. Walk both hands up to meet your waist, release your leg from the bar, switch sides. Place your left foot up on the bar, turn your standing foot to face the wall, running square hips. Raise both arms up overhead, big inhale, exhale, fall forward. Option to come up onto your toes. Lower down, turn your body quarter of a turn, slide your bar leg out of the front of you, tuck your hips under, raise your center of the room, arm up overhead, rotate your palms to the ceiling. Pull forward from your waist, reaching for your foot or the bar with both hands. Staying low, pivot, hop, or elevate back to your starting position. Both feet facing the wall in front of you. Flex the foot on the bar, soften your standing knee, gently pull back on your left hip. Then walk both hands up to meet your waist and release your leg from the bar. Great job, ladies. Hello, everyone. It is time for C. If you have a purple ball, get one now. If you don't, you can find a pillow or just do it without it. If you do have that ball, place it behind your left knee and come to that tabletop position. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Turn your fingers slightly inward and soften the bend in your elbows. Then lift your left leg up so you feel it catching your seat. Flex your foot, re-square your hips, and tuck under, losing the dip in your lower back. Shift your weight back so your weight is in your right shin, and then lift your leg up one more time so you re-feel that catch. Lift from here, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Hopefully you can barely see their movement on camera because it is nice and small. Make sure you keep that nice soft bend in your elbows. If you have any wrist sensitivity, you can come up onto your knuckles, find a pair of weights and hold onto them, or come down onto your forearms. We will meet you there. Keep that nice tight squeeze on the ball, engaging your hamstring the entire time. Speed this up, just lift, 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 lift. You got it, Rachel. One lift up, one squeeze on that ball. One lift, one squeeze. One lift, one squeeze. One lift, one squeeze. We're all about the positivity on this YouTube video, so I want you to take that ball and the stress ball, squeeze it all the stress out of it. You're only leaving this YouTube video with positive thoughts and happiness, just like our regular classes. Lose a lift, just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now when I say lose a lift, that's because you're at your highest point. You couldn't even go up any higher if you tried. Squeeze, squeeze. Awesome squeezes, Jen. Reach in with the top of your hips. You got it, Jessica. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the squeeze as tight as you can. Come down onto your forearms. Lift your leg up to your highest point. Start to drop your knee to the floor. Lower down. Bring it back up. Down, up, down, up. Woo, yes, that full range of motion. Let me see that squeeze, not only on the ball, but in your seat at the top. Down, up, squeeze. Beautiful, Jessica. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold this next one at the very top, just lift to finish. Lift, lift, lift. Push up out of your shoulders. This is it. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Remove your ball. Sit back into a child's pose. Rock back and forth from side to side. And you are ready for the second side. So flip on over. We're going to rotate around so you can see their beautiful form on the second side. Place your ball behind your right knee this time. Come right back to that tabletop position. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Rotate your fingers inward. Soften the bend in your elbows. Then lift your right leg up to feel the catch in your seat. Shift your weight back so it's in your supporting shin. Re-square your hips back down to the floor. Tuck your hips under. Lift up an inch. Up an inch. Down an inch. Up an inch. Down an inch. Right away, I want you to pull your belly button into your spine. That sounds a little gnarly, but it's all for good cause. It's gonna allow you to tuck under, engaging your core, and taking that dip out of your lower back. It might minimize the movement in your leg, but that's gonna allow you to control it a little bit more with your seat. Speed this up. Lift, lift, lift. Lift. These girls are hashtag goals right now. I want you to join them at home with that tiny little movement, that beautiful squeeze on the ball, and the awesome squaring of your hips. You can do this. Push through that bird. Add on 1 lift, 1 squeeze, 1 lift, 1 squeeze. If you're doing this in January or afterwards, you know we have that challenge going on, the hashtag elevate you, but I'm gonna little add on to it, hashtag elevate your seat, and lift it up a little bit higher, as well as elevate your heel by lifting it up to your highest point. Hold it there, just squeeze the ball, squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here, come down to your forearms, lift up as high as you can, lower your knee, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I want you to actually tap that knee to the floor, then lift it all the way back up. Keep that tight squeeze on the ball the entire time. Beautiful, Jessica. Nice control, Rachel. Stay with it. Keep your upper body activated by pushing your elbows through the carpet, separating those shoulder blades. 3 more. 1, 2. Hold this next one all the way up. Little lifts to finish. Just lift, 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 lift. For some reason, I'm all about hashtags, so this is your final chance to hashtag lift that heel one more time. I sound hashtag crazy. Less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you are hashtag done. Remove that ball, sit back into a child's pose. Rock back and forth. Then sweep your legs out in front of you for a tight stretch. Lift your arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, fall forward. Reach for your ankles, your feet, whatever you can reach. You can bend your right knee. Try to reach your left hand behind your right toes for a little cross body stretch. Then come through center and switch. And then slowly roll up. It is time to carve out your outer seat for a different move. It is time to carve out your seat with a little diagonal. So turn and face your steady surface and stand an arm's distance away so just your fingertips can touch the bar. Squeeze your heels together, separate your toes out into a wide V. Soften the bend in your knees, creating a diamond, and then hinge forward to a 45-degree angle. Take a light grip on the bar, then bring your right leg out on the diagonal. Point your toe, re-square your hips, and then lift it up till you feel a catch. Drop your right hip back down to the carpet one more time. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, and then shift your weight back so it's in your left heel. Lift your right leg. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Squeeze. Squeeze. You should do that nice 45-degree angle from the crown of your head to your right toe, and all of your weight should be in your left heel. You should be able to wiggle your left toes. Check in with your right hip. You should be squared down to the floor. Your gaze should be a couple of inches in front of your fingertips. Beautiful, Jen. Speed up this movement. Just lift, 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 lift. Every time you lift, just use your outer seat to squeeze it, lifting your foot up 1 inch. Squeeze, squeeze. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Nice adjustment, Rachel. Beautiful control, Jessica. Check in with that grip on your steady surface or the bar. Make sure it's nice and light. No white knuckling here. Hold it up. Start to circle your toes backwards. Circle, circle, little tiny dime-sized circles, as small as you can get them. Like you're stirring your favorite smoothie or coffee, depending if you're hot or cold right now, but hopefully you're sweating. Switch direction of that circle. Circle back, 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 whatever back means to you. Circle it the opposite way. Challenge yourself. Can you bring your foot 1 inch further away from your body? Recheck in with your standing legs. Sink down in a little bit more. Hold the circle, just tuck to finish. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Option to stay here. Option to come up onto your standing toes. Sink down to your lowest point. Just tuck, tuck, tuck. This is it. Final 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sink lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 5. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Come on up. Shake it out. We're going to go into the other side before we get a wonderful stretch. So come back to your fingertips are touching the bar. Squeeze your heels together. Separate your toes into a wide V. Soften the bend in your knees. Hinge forward to that 45-degree angle. This time send your left leg back on the diagonal. Right away, re-square your hips. Then lift your left leg up till you feel a catch. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Shift your weight back so it's in your right heel. Lift up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Jen's outfit makes the most beautiful line on camera right now. That nice 45-degree angle from the crown of her head to her heel. I want you to check in with your weight right away. Make sure it's in your supporting heel and it's soft bend in your knees. You should be able to wiggle those right toes. Speed this up. Just lift, 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 lift. On this second side, your shoulders are going to start to creep up to your ears. Push them away. Relax that upper body. Woo, great shaking, Rachel. Stay with it. Ten more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it here. Circle back. Circle, circle, circle. Same control you did on the opposite side. Little tiny dime side circles with the tip of your big toe. Switch direction, circle forward, forward. Check in with your grip, make sure it's nice and light on that bar or steady surface. You know it, you are almost there. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here. Just hashtag tuck, 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 tuck. Can you bring your leg out away from you? 1 more inch. Making it a little bit harder to tuck. Come up onto your toes and keep it so on the other side. Sink down to your lowest point. Keep on tucking. Tuck, 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 tuck. This is it. Final 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Hold on to the bar. Cross your right foot over your left knee. Sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. You also have the option to bring your leg up to the steady surface if that feels better to you. Then come through center and switch. Cross your left foot over your right knee. Sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. And release. All right, everyone, it is time for abs. So find your ball or a pillow and place it behind your lower back for high curl. Once it's nice and secure, separate your feet to hip width apart and take hold behind your thighs. Roll your shoulders back and down and hinge back to a 45-degree angle. Keep your chest lifted. Start to curl up an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Curl, 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 curl. If you're feeling nice and strong in your abs, release your arms out in front of you. Keep curling. Curl, curl. 3 more. 1, 2. Reset. Take hold behind your thighs, elbows out wide. Lift your chest. Start to slow down your curl. Curl. Nope, this is the same pace. Curl. 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 I should have placed your hands on your waist. Keep your elbows out wide. Keep curling. Curl. Curl. Lead with your chest. Touch your shoulder blades behind your back. Curl. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Take hold behind your thighs one more time. Elbows out wide. Lift your chest. Hinge back. Stay with that same pace. Curl. 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 Option to stay here, option to bring your fingertips behind your head, elbows out nice and wide. If this isn't your favorite release option, option to pick your favorite. Keep curling. Curl. Make sure you're breathing this position. Curl. 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 Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And release. Remove the ball out from behind your back. And it is time to carve out your obliques with some mermaids. So remove the ball. You can place it to the side. Lay down on your left side. And then place your bottom arm out on a diagonal. Your top arm will come behind your head. Zip your legs up and bend your knees. Lift your upper and lower body up to the ceiling. Lift up, down, lift. Lift. I want you to lift both your upper and lower body as high as you can. Curl. Curl. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale. Exhale. Channel your inner Disney princess, the Little Mermaid, all the way up, all the way down. I think she had pretty good abs. Curl. Curl. 3 more. 1, 2. Reset all the way back down. You know we have to do a second round, so bring your hand back behind your head. 10 more. Up. That's 1. Up. That's 2. Up. That's 3. Up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And release. See what I did there? I counted after you were done to make sure we did 10. Flip on over to the opposite side. Extend your bottom arm out on the diagonal. Bring your top hand above. Zip your legs up. Bend your knees all the way up, all the way down. Curl up, down, up, down. Curl. Try to get just as high as you did on the opposite side. Curl. Curl. Make sure you're squeezing your oblique as hard as you can to lift not only your upper body, but your lower legs as well. 3 more. 1, 2. Reset, come back down. Let everything fall to the ground. Bring your top arm up overhead. Extend your bottom arm all the way up, all the way down. Up, down, that's 1. Up, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Woo! You can extend your arms and legs out nice and long, feeling that release. I've got some good news. Only 1 more ab to go. So find your purple ball one more time, this time for a low curl position. You're gonna place it in between your shoulder blades. We can swivel whichever way. So right where your bra strap normally hits. I say normally because you might be at home and not wearing one, so it doesn't matter. Take hold behind your thighs, elbows out nice and wide. Use your biceps to curl yourself off the ball. Just start to exhale beautifully and sharply. Exhale. Exhale. Of course the beat's gonna change. Exhale. Exhale. There it goes. Exhale. 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 If you feel secure and lifted off the ball, bring your arms up to bent elbows. Keep breathing. Exhale. 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 3 more. 1, 2. Reset. Take hold behind your thighs. Use your biceps. Pull yourself off the ball. Speed up your breathing. Exhale. 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 Nice sharp breaths every single time. Exhale. Exhale. exhale, exhale. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. This time bring your elbows underneath your shoulders for a kickstance position. Make a fist with your hand. Point your knuckles up to the ceiling. Just start to tuck your hips slowly. Tuck, release, tuck. Keep focusing on your breathing. Exhaling every time you tuck. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Stay lifted off the ball. Option to come back to bent elbows. Keep tucking. Tuck. 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 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Make a fist. Bring them up to the ceiling. Speed up your tucks. Tuck. 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 Tuck, tuck, tuck. Option to come back up to bent elbows. Tuck, 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 tuck. Keep breathing. Exhale, exhale, exhale. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Last time, bring your elbows down to the floor. Bring your knuckles up to the ceiling. Slow down your tucks. Tuck, release. Tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, release. Option to bring your arms back up to bent elbows. Option to add a pull down every time you tuck. Tuck, pull. Combining everything we've done so far. Exhale every time you pull. Pull, pull, tuck, pull, tuck. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Look up over the ball. Feeling that release in your abs. You can straighten your legs. And release. Remove the ball from underneath your back. Lay down on the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. Then bring your arms out to a T position. Drop your knees over to the right. Sit your gaze to the left. Come through center and switch. Then roll over onto your stomach. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift up into a cobra stretch. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Lower down, find your purple ball one more time for some back extensions. Place the heels of your hand into your purple ball. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift your upper and lower body up to its halfway point. Lift from here, just lift, 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 lift. I want you to squeeze all the muscles along your spine, even into your seat. Ten more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reset. Come down. One more time. Inhale, and as you exhale, push through the ball. Come to your halfway point. Lift from here. Just lift, 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 lift. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Come to a tabletop position. Inhale, round your back. Let your head and neck fall in between your shoulders. Then exhale, arch your back, lift your gaze, rock your hips from side to side. One more time, inhale, round your back. Exhale, arch your back, lift your gaze, rock your hips from right to left. And release. Turn to face the viewers for your final stretch. Take a step forward with your right foot, bend deeply through your hips. Then bring your left hand down and your right arm up to the ceiling. Bring your gaze to your fingertips to the face of the ceiling for a nice little twist. Then bring both hands down, shift your weight back, straighten your right leg, flex your right foot. You can walk your hands closer to your right ankle if that feels good to you. Then slide into a split or pigeon stretch, whichever your body needs. And release. Slowly come back up to a kneeling position. Take a step forward with your left leg, bend deeply through your hips. Then bring your right arm down, twist your left arm up to the ceiling. Bring your gaze with your left fingertips. Then bring both hands down, shift your weight back, straighten your left leg, flex your left foot. Option to walk your hands closer to your left ankle. Then from here, slide into a split or pigeon stretch, whichever feels better to you, whichever you did on the opposite side. And release. Come to a wide straddle position. Point your toes to the corners of the room. Raise your arms up overhead. Big inhale, exhale, fall forward. Staying low, walk your hands over to your right ankle. Square your shoulders to your knee. Then staying low, walk your hands over to the opposite side. Then come back to the center. You can either reach a little bit closer than you did before, or reach your hands for your feet. Letting your chest fall a little bit closer to the floor. Then slowly roll up, come to a cross-legged position. Place the backs of your hands on your knees, close your eyes, upright your spine. Inhale all the positivity, all the hashtags, all the enthusiasm in this room. Exhale all your stress, all your negativity. Leave it right here. Be thankful for everything your body accomplished during this YouTube video. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Give yourself a round of applause. Wonderful class today. Thank you so much for joining us. You can stop here, you can do another class, or you can do one of our little snippets of class and keep going. We hope you have a wonderful day.